Contact forms. Need I say more? Before Twitter and other social media applications and their widespread use, there were contact forms. And now people choose to tweet directly to the company or organization or whatever it is. So yeah, I'm being a little glib. I realize that there are contact forms still in use, widespread actually, in different web applications. And it's possible to use the emailing system behind such a form. All right, so in this lesson, we're going to try such a scenario. So I want you to open Kali, and as always, log into BWAP. Open the mail header injection. Now, due to an overused protocol, the name can change. So for this one, you can use the SMTP mail header injection as well. Anyway, it is a simple contact form. At least you can think it is. All right, so let's view the source to control for anything suspicious. Well, there's nothing to see here. So first, I want to show you the configuration here. Okay, so view settings.php. So here's my SMTP configuration. I'll just change it to these values because a few times I've gotten some errors, but this works fine. Okay, so now let's view the mail injection page. And it validates the email address that you enter for medium level as well as high. And then set the mail server. So then if the level is set to high, it uses another function called mailcheck2. Then it creates the mail body and sends it off. So mailcheck2 is in this file, and I'm going to find it. Well, that didn't take long. Here it is. So it decodes the date and then uses a built-in function to validate the email. Okay, so go back to Firefox, enable Foxy Proxy, fill in the form. I'm going to use this email address, and then send. So Burp will capture the request for us, and here's the data. And then at the back end, the server will use this email address as the sender's email. And it will send the email to BWAP recipient at mailinator.com. And we can send the request to the repeater for using later. And then let it go. So now go to the BWAP recipient's inbox in mailinator.com. And here's the email. And this is all the email information. Subject and from headers are very important to us. Actually, we can modify only from the header for metadata, but that's okay. So go back to Burp and let's open the repeater tab. I'm going to inject some mail headers into this request. So type $0A CC : other inbox at yopmail.com. Add the $0A, and that's the carriage return character, by the way. And then send it. And we get a response. So as you can see, the mail is sent. So now let's go to Chrome and open yopmail.com. And in another inbox, here's the email. So look at the headers. So this inbox is present in the CC header. Okay, so go back to Burp. So these kinds of vulnerable forms can be used to spread phishing mails and just all kinds of dreadful stuff. So now we can do a quick example. You can create the phishing email body by yourself. But for me, I'm going to use some templates that I happen to have found on GitHub. So open Firefox and go to this address. Now, if you scroll down, you're going to see the templates. There are different email templates here, and okay, so I'm going to choose Basic Full Plan. Looks like this. Now, I think it's a simple and convincing template, yeah? So download it. And it's in the Downloads folder, so extract the files. Now go to the template code under this directory and open the HTML document with a text editor. Copy the source and go back to Burp. Open the Decoder tab, paste it here, and from the menu on the right, choose URL Encode. Then copy the encoded output. Go back to the Repeater tab, delete this part, and add another return character. Then add the message header. Paste the output here, then send. So the response came back. So that means there's no problem. So now go to the recipient's address and click to have a look. Now, I didn't add CSS code and I didn't want to make something else, but you can always make it pretty and convincing if you want to use it. Also, you can copy the email format that your customer uses and use that. I know people who can even click the link in this email, so people still do. So with a little bit of effort, you will spread a really good phishing email, and you'll have lots of friends.